Yeah, so they did like this test between the V8s and a V6. Now, mind you, they didn't do it with trucks. They did it with, I think, like cars. And they went around a track for, I forget, like it was 24 hours or something like that, non-stop, and took average mileages. And the V8 was, in some ways, better on gas on the highway than the V6, just because it's not revving as high. So I wonder if it's the same with the trucks, because like this thing probably revs about 300 RPM lower than a V6 at the same speed, give or take, right? Unless you got like a gigantic V8 that just, you know, revs at like 1,000 RPM at the speed limit, you know, with a like 8-speed transmission or something like that. Yeah, then you'll get mileage. You know, like years ago, like, I mean, a truck was like, yeah, 4 gears is all you need. And when gas was like 10 cents a liter, you know, well, when it was 10 cents a liter, it would have been in gallons, because we converted to liters in the 80s because of Pierre Elliott Trudeau, right? And don't get me started on that. So what ends up happening is that, yeah, like a V8 truck didn't really matter. Yeah, it was slightly harder on gas, but you got to consider how fast the gases went up in the past 3 years. It's basically doubled in price. So I went from spending an average of about 250 to maybe 400 a month in gas to 400 to about 700 to 800 a month in gas. Then I wonder why I'm broke all the time, right? Like it's getting to the point where it's like gonna cost so much for people to travel. Like, I don't know how the guys travel to the city, you know, 100 kilometers just to the edge of the city, and then probably another 20 kilometers to where they're going. So 240 kilometers a day, that's almost 3/4 of a tank on something like this. Maybe not quite that much, but yeah, because this thing, it does get a little over 400K to the tank. So I haven't maxed it out yet, but even though it gets slightly better mileage than Brutus got like 8 to 10 miles per gallon. Like, that was just ridiculous. I can't imagine. And like, yeah, like that's when I was paying like 800 a month in gas for sure. All right, I guess I'll just stop right here-ish. I'll call that a stop. Coming out a little bit hot there, so don't like parking that close to the road, but there we go. So like this. Anyway, I gotta go get the oil, and then I gotta go to work.